Frizzy hair. Don't care. Whatever. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoe and I am so excited because today I'm going to do the spring cleaning book tag. I thought it was the perfect time to do this tag because it is spring and I have been cleaning. Last week I went through all of my clothes in my closet and I got rid of so many things and it felt so good, and now I want to buy even more clothes. I won't. I will. I won't. I also cleaned my living room and I added some little things right here and moved my bookshelf over, and I'm feeling good. I love springtime. It is my favorite season of the year. Always has been, always will be. We've got flowers blooming and sometimes it rains and just everything is new and fresh and it's coming alive, and there's just nothing better than the springtime. Can I get an amen? So with that said, I'm gonna do the spring cleaning book tag. This is not an original tag. I'll leave the original one below so you can check it out if you wanna do the tag. It's so fun. My friend just texted me and told me that she picked up Orange at the bookstore today. Yay, I'm so excited. I hope she likes it. I'm looking for my notes that I took about this tag, sorry. Real life. Real life. Oh, I have tips for myself too to look into the camera more. Working on it, guys. Okay, so question number 1 says, the struggle of getting started. Name a book or book series that you struggled to get into because of its size. I definitely am intimidated easily by bigger books, so it is not hard for me to be easily intimidated by a book because of its size. I like short books, I like getting through books quickly, that's just what I like. But one series that I struggled with being super intimidated by was the ACOTAR series. The first one is not that big, or maybe it just doesn't look that big because I only have the paperback version compared to these giant hardback versions. But the last one, yeah, it's like almost 700 pages, you guys. I was freaking out and I really, really love this series, but the size definitely intimidated me. I would encourage you to read these. These are my favorite series of last year and of late. I absolutely want to reread this, but I'm a little intimidated by the size. Again, the first one was decently big too. It was only about 400, which is not almost 700, but it still intimidated the heck out of me and I almost didn't get through it. But this is one that I was slightly intimidated by because it's a little lengthy, but I am so glad that I ended up reading it. I highly recommend this series. Ba, 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 ba. I like putting my books back on my bookshelf right away because then I don't have a mess to clean up later. Boop. Question number 2 says cleaning out the closet. And name a book and or book series that you want to unhaul. Some of you guys might kill me for this, but I am going to unhaul. I have made up my mind. I'm going to stop reading and not finish the series and get rid of Throne of Glass, also by Sarah J. Maas. I can't get past the 3rd book. Guys, I have been reading Heir of Fire for, what, like a year and a half now? Yeah. No bueno. I just can't get into it. And the first 2 were good, but I just can't do it. So I'm gonna bring it to our local thrift bookstore. I'm sorry. I actually have a whole bag of other books to unhaul that I'm also going to get rid of. I really just like keeping my bookshelf nice and updated, not keeping anything that I just don't enjoy. Maybe I'll do an unhaul video. If you guys would be interested in watching an unhaul video, let me know below and I will record one. Woo! Okay. Question number 3 says, opening the windows and letting in fresh air. Name a book that was refreshing to read. When I think of the word refreshing, I think of light, airy, crisp, easy. One book that really reminded me of these words is one that I actually just finished called A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. And this was super cute, really fun to read. What's really cool about this book and what made it unique and refreshing to read is that it's told from 14 different point of views, including like a point of view from a squirrel and a point of view from a bench and then friends and family and stuff. And it followed the story of 2 people, but their point of views were never used in this story. So it was very unique and different, and because of that it was super refreshing and fun to read. And it was really adorable, like nothing intense about this book, just really, really fun and a perfect springtime read. I should have read it in February during Valentine's Day. It's just that cute. Question number 4 says washing out sheet stains. Name a book you wish you could rewrite a certain scene in. Okay, so I just finished this book, you guys, and I'm still kind of reeling from it, but One scene that I would rewrite is at the end of You by Carolyn Kempnes. This was crazy. On the opposite side of the spectrum, this book was intense and crazy. It is an adult psychological thriller, mystery, psychotic person. It was so good. It was very intense, and I want to rewrite the ending. I can't obviously spoil it, but basically this is told from a stalker's point of view to his victim. Like, he's constantly kind of talking to his victim, and oh my goodness, he's crazy and delusional and psychotic, and it was nuts. And I just really, if I could rewrite the ending, I would. I can't say much more than that, though. Question number 6 says, Polishing the Doorknobs, a book that had a clean finish. Some people might disagree with me, and that's okay, because I also kind of maybe disagree with me on this, but I just keep coming back to this book. A book that I think actually had a clean finish because of how it ended was The Sun is Also a... Oh, this is the wrong book. The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I, first of all, adore this book. This was also one of my favorite reads of 2017. And if you like young adult contemporary, you need to read this book because it's just in a league of its own. It's very good. But I just thought the way she ended it, it wasn't like perfect, but I really believe that she tied all of the ends together. She put a little cherry on top, a little bow on the top. Like, the way it ended, I just thought was clean, and it made me happy. And I love this book. I love this book. I need to reread this book very soon because it's just so good. Question number 7 says, Reaching Out to Dust the Fan, a book that tried too hard to relay a certain message. And I actually just talked a little bit about this in my March wrap-up video, but one book that I think tried really hard to relay a certain message and kind of fell short was I Hate Everyone But You by Gabby Dunn and Allison Raskin. There were some really good messages in this book, but they felt very rushed, and like it was fleshing out during the story, and then we got towards the end and it was just like blah. Like, it was there, it didn't satisfy, and it was like so short getting the message across. And they really tried to push some important topics, but I just think at the end of the day it just fell short for me. The message was just not there, and I could tell that they tried hard to do it, but I just don't think it was quite there. The last question says, The tiring yet satisfying finish of spring cleaning. Name a book series that was tiring yet satisfying to get through. And I'm breaking the rules a little bit because I haven't technically finished this yet, but I have a feeling it will be very satisfying when I do. And that is the Chaos Walking trilogy by Patrick Ness. I've read book 1 and 2, and these have been challenging for me. This is not my favorite genre. I don't love sci-fi. I'm particular about fantasy and dystopian, and so these have been a challenge for me in a really good way, even though I haven't read the third one yet, and I'm kind of like, I'm trying to get there to bring myself to read the third one. I know I will, and I know I'll feel pretty good about doing it. I've really enjoyed these. They haven't been my favorite, but I'm proud of myself for going out of my comfort zone and trying something new. So I have a feeling I'll feel really satisfied by the time I finish the trilogy. All right, you guys, well, that is all of the questions that are on the spring cleaning book tag. I want to encourage any of you that have not done the book tag yet to do the spring cleaning book tag. Let me know below if you do. I would love to watch your video. Let me know also if you've read some of these books, or if you want to read some of these books, they sound good to you. Let's talk about them. All right, you guys, well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy spring cleaning, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye.